Nobody has it right, so we'll let our viewers at home have a further look at Mr. Mr. C. Charles Nash from California, and at the same time we'll tell them what his line is. But the panel's going to have to dig. All right, Mr. Nash, you know how we score this opus. Every time you give a no answer legitimately and properly, we flip a card. 10 of these flips, and you have won the game. You all set?
Fine.
Mr. Nash is salaried. Let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Well, Mr. Nash, you're nicely bronzed. Is that California, or do you work outdoors? Do you work outdoors,
No.
Mr. Nash?
Yes, sir.
No, thank
One
you
down,
both.
9 to go, Mr. Seth.
Well, Mr. Nash, living in Glendale, I wonder if you have anything to do with one of the factories that's located there.
Near.
One of the factories?
That makes something. You're no product involved in what you do?
Oh, yes.
There is a product.
Yes.
What, can I sneak out of it that way, John?
We'll let you sneak
did.
out of it as long as you realize you're sneaking out of it. That's the main thing.
Is the product that you make made in California?
Yes.
Is it a useful product?
Yes.
Is it used indiscriminately by both sexes?
Yes.
It is. Would it be found in people's homes?
Yes.
Yep. We'd like to have a small conference. Actually, this is for my benefit, not Mr. Nash's. I want to get a technicality straightened out now. It has no particular reference to this question. Actually, I forgot what day of the week it is. I'll be back with you in a minute.
John is verbose tonight.
What do you mean tonight?
I just picked out one night.
Well,
Trying to talk
anytime
him into
you're
the
ready,
show
Bennett,
tomorrow.
we can sit around here all night
Well,
if
I'm
you
waiting
want
for
to.
you, John.
Waiting for me? I wasn't doing anything.
Well, that's what we're complaining about.
Mr. Nash, for this product, is there any ingredient used that is either grown or made in the state of California?
I would think we could safely say that in this product there is something grown or made in the state of California.
Has any part of this product ever been alive?
You mean going way back?
Oh, not too far back.
Let's see. You mean perambulating alive sort of thing, huh?
Well, ambulating, if not perambulating.
Well, thanks, Bennett. That
No.
makes it $2 to go. Now, I think we'd have to knock you out on the ambulating department. All right? That's 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
All right. Has it ever been alive standing still?
Miss Kilgallen wanted to know if it had ever been alive standing still.
No.
That's fine. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Allen.
Is it something, did Bennett establish that it's something that is grown in California?
We answered with some reluctance affirmatively to the question, was it grown or made in California?
Can you distill that for me, John? Well, may I say, is it something that's grown in California? Well, he should know what he does.
That's right, Mr. Nash. No, it is not grown. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
It's just made in California.
Yes.
So many people are. Is it... Is this useful, this product?
Yes.
Is it... Is it something one could hold in one's hand?
Yes, you can.
You know, within a basic term of reference, you can hold it in your hand. I'm going to say this, you're so far away from it, all of you, I don't want to discourage you.
We
You've
are
got one
far
more
away
minute.
from it? We ought to get on another field, you mean?
No, I don't mean a thing, actually. Just wanted to tell you I was going to give you another minute.
Is it ever used in studio work?
Yes.
It's used in motion picture studios?
Yes.
Is it necessary to be used in motion picture studios?
Oh, yes.
Has it any moving parts?
Yes.
Now, can I ask a question? What?
Are there several different products that you're involved with instead of it just being one thing? Is there a variety?
Before we take you too far off the road, Darling, the product we have accepted as a general product, and we are now in this identification area willing to identify a general product with which Mr. Nash may have a specific affiliation.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and you can hold it in your hand, even if you wouldn't want to necessarily. All right, should we get off that whole bit? Do you think it'd be a good idea? We get into something else. Do you have anything to do, Mr. Nash, with training anything or anybody?
No.
Do you work in an advisory capacity of any kind with this?
There is a product. Well, is there anything to do with the sight or sound equipment in a studio?
Yes.
Is it one of the machines that is responsible for either recording the sound or putting the picture onto the screen?
No.
And that, I think, that's... Actually, I don't... This was a very tricky one, panel. Don't feel bad about it. It's a
Makes
very
smog out
fascinating occupation, but I don't think you'd have gotten it if we'd given ourselves 3 days.
He's a smog maker.
What did you say?
He's a smog maker.
No, he's much more famous than that, Fred. Mr. Nash is the voice of Donald Duck at the Walt Disney Studios. And Bennett Cerf has met Mr. Nash, but we were counting on his not recognizing him,
That's a
and he
long
didn't
time
do
ago,
it.
Mr. Nash.
Those rather fabulous studios, the
Now,
Walt Disney Studios,
I'm sorry,
20,000
but
leagues.
he's got to just... We must have at least time for him to say something to us like Donald Duck. Come on.
Say just one thing. will you?
Now it's a great pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Nash is one of that great combination of talents whose latest effort, I believe, is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The Walt Disney Studios.
Wonderful picture, too.
Oh, it's a wonderful picture, that I'm sure of. And Mr. Nash, you've been a wonderful guest, and thanks very much for being our guest.